A council member is facing charges. Police arrested Tana Fogle at a business yesterday. She is accused of criminal trespass, menacing, and resisting arrest. WKYT's Kelsey Soto has more on the incident, including video Fogle posted online not long before she was taken into custody.
I am not under arrest. That is what Lexington police say councilwoman Tana Fogle told them as they took her into custody Sunday. According to her arrest citation, officers say they were called out to the AT&T store along Richmond Road just after 3 for a disorder. A store manager called police after a woman refused to leave the premise. In a public video posted to her personal Facebook account, Fogle is seen inside the phone store as she sits and talks about billing issues that she's been having with the company.
So what am I supposed to do with AT&T? It feels like AT&T is the scammers.
The video only lasts about 3 minutes. Court documents say officers also asked her to leave, but she refused. They claim she was warned if she continued to ignore them, she would be arrested. Police say they tried to escort her out of the building, but she snatched her arm away in an aggressive manner and appeared she may strike. A second officer apparently helped to place her hands behind her back. She was charged with 3 misdemeanors and released from jail a few hours later. I did request the police-worn body camera footage from the incident from LPD. It has not yet been released. In Lexington, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
Fogle is out of jail on bond. She will be arraigned in court Friday. Her attorney, Daniel Whiteley, tells us the system will work itself out and believes the charges will be dismissed. AT&T tells us since it is an ongoing police matter, they will not be providing a statement.